Without question, physical activity is one of the best things you can possibly do for your overall physical, mental, and social well-being. In this chapter, we're going to cover how nutrition can complement that physical activity so we get the maximum benefits of both. Before we get into some specifics about nutrition and physical activity, I just want to give you a little bit of an overview of physical activity. So first of all, let's start with the recommendation. And the World Health Organization and the Canadian sports physiologists, they recommend that weekly we each get about 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity in bouts of at least 10 minutes at a time. Also, they recommend about 2 days per week of resistance training, at least, in order to help build up our muscles to promote those benefits as well. Another thing I wanted to mention about physical activity is that physical activity is an umbrella term, and physical activity includes any activity that burns energy, any voluntary movement of our body that leads to an expenditure of energy. There are different forms of physical activity. What we're going to be focusing on in this section is exercise and sport, and specifically exercise. Exercise is a type of physical activity that's planned and structured, and its goal is to promote fitness. Sport is like exercise, but it's competitive in nature. We also might get activity based on the types of jobs we have or what we do in our leisure time. Plus, we also recommend a lot of active living. Personally, I'm a big fan of active living, and this means like electing to take the stairs instead of the escalator, or walking to the store, or taking your bike instead of driving. All this adds up and helps to promote the many benefits of regular physical activity. So physical activity, for one thing, significantly reduces your risk of a whole slew of diseases, including CVD, diabetes, certain types of cancer. It also helps reduce the risk of both depression and anxiety as well. It also just contributes to overall normal health, like improving the capacity of the heart and the lungs, strengthening the bones and the muscles. It helps to reduce the risk of obesity by promoting a healthy energy balance. And people that are regularly active, they just tend to enjoy their lives more. Life is easier when your body is physically capable of responding to things that are challenging. So these are some of the many reasons why I strongly suggest making physical activity part of your daily life. And in the next section, we'll talk about how nutrition can complement that.